Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I wanna talk about history of the Yazidis. History of the Yazidis. For centuries, Yazidi believers have followed the simple command of the Kitab al-Jalwa, also known as the Book of Revelation, to honor my symbol and my image. Who exactly are these people and what is the image that they honor? The answer depends on who is asked. Amongst their closest neighbors, Yazidis are sometimes known as devil worshippers. Others claim that they are heretical Muslims, or heretical Christians. Still others believe that the Yazidis are an offshoot of the Zoroastrian religion of Persia. The truth is quite complicated, as truth so often is. The vast majority of Yazidis live in the mountainous region of Kurdistan on the borders of Turkey, Syria, and Iraq. As an ethnic group, Yazidis are Kurdish. They live in Kurdistan and speak Kurdish. Yet their religious beliefs are distinct from those of their fellow Kurds. Generally, historians, anthropologists and sociologists classify the Yazidi as a religious group. Certainly the Yazidis themselves view their religious identity as the single most important defining factor of Yazidism. To be Yazidi, one must be born into the faith. No conversion by an outsider is ever possible. In addition, Yazidis who marry out are usually viewed as no longer belonging to the group. Yazidis claim that their religion is over 6,000 years old, predating Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. This would seem to indicate that those who believe the Yazidi are heretical Muslims or heretical Christians are wrong. At the same time, the Yazidis and Christians of the region have a close bond. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, when the Ottoman Empire persecuted the Armenian Christian minority, Yazidis undertook to aid the Armenians as well as other Christians. In more recent years, Iraqi Christians also looked to Yazidis for help when they felt threatened by the Iraqi government. These close associations with different types of Christians in a predominantly Muslim area would seem to indicate some connection between the Yazidi and Christianity. Certainly the two belief systems share some customs. Like almost all Christians, Yazidis practice the rite of baptism, immersion in water for purposes of ritual cleansing and as a sign of belonging to the group. In April, no Yazidi may marry. Orthodox Christians tend not to marry in the spring as no marriage can be performed in the 50 days of Lent that precede the Easter celebration. Yazidi women dye eggs in bright primary colors to celebrate the Spring New Year festival just as many Eastern Christians do for the spring feast of Pascha, Easter. The color red is emphasized during the Yazidi New Year festival with women decorating both their houses and family graves with red flowers. In a strange parallel, some Eastern Orthodox communities use only the color red when dyeing their Easter eggs. At the same time, some aspects of Yazidism appear to derive from both Judaism and Islam. Like Jews and Muslims, Yazidis do not eat pork or wear pigskin. A number of other Yazidi taboos center on food and clothes. Yazidis cannot eat lettuce, cabbage, okra, pumpkins, or gazelle meat among other foods. They cannot mix elements that are viewed as opposed to each other, just as Jews do not mix meat and dairy. Food laws are common in many religions, but it is interesting to note the parallels with the Jewish and Muslim customs. The Yazidi fast of sacrifice clearly grows out of the Jewish God's demand that Abraham sacrifice his son. At the last minute, God relents, allowing Abraham to replace his son with a lamb. Every February, Yazidis commemorate Abraham's experience by sacrificing a lamb. Other aspects of the Yazidi origin story have roots in Jewish tradition. Yazidis believe they are descended from Adam but not Eve. According to them, Adam placed his seed in a jar, creating a son and daughter by himself without Eve's help. These two children are the ancestors of all Yazidis, while Jews, Muslims and Christians are descended from the children that Adam and Eve created together. So the Yazidis are neither Jewish nor Muslim nor Christian, yet their religious practices reflect the influence of all of these belief systems. At the same time, Yazidi beliefs contain elements of much earlier religious beliefs. Every October, all Yazidis who can, go to the holy city of Lalish in northern Iraq, where they celebrate the Feast of 7 Days. Each day has its particular celebrations and practices. On the 5th day of the feast, a bull is released from the gates of the religious sanctuary into the city's streets. Believers chase the bull, herding it uphill to the shrine of Sheikh Shem where it is caught, slaughtered and cooked. The meat from the bull is then shared out amongst the pilgrims. This extremely ancient practice has parallels in Roman Mithraism. Mithra is often depicted slaughtering a bull and sharing its meat with the sun. Archaeologists have uncovered several preserved bulls' heads complete with horns at Catalhoyuk, a Neolithic site in eastern Turkey dating from about 7500 BCE to 5700 BCE. Yazidi reverence for snakes and birds may also represent the remnants of much earlier religious beliefs. Middle Eastern gods often appeared in the guise of these animals or as a combination of these animals and humans. The god Horus, one of the oldest in the Egyptian pantheon, was pictured as a man with the head of a falcon. Some scholars contend that the Yazidi caste system as well as a belief in reincarnation may reflect the influence of Hinduism. The most prominent accusation against the Yazidis, the assertion that they are devil worshippers, is the one that garners the most interest. The core Yazidi myth concerning the creation of the world lies at the root of this accusation. According to Yazidi myth, God created 7 angelic beings, the chief of whom was named Taurus Malik, the peacock angel. Taurus Malik, like Lucifer in Jewish and Christian belief, rebelled against God. However, in Yazidism, when God cast Taurus into the fire because of this rebellion, Taurus spent 40,000 years weeping. His tears put out the flames of hell and demonstrated his repentance. Reconciling with God, Taurus was placed in charge of the daily affairs of the world. As God's underboss, Taurus contains both good and evil, light and darkness. It is this relationship with Taurus, whom Christians, Jews and Muslims identify with Lucifer, that has led to the accusations that Yazidis worship the devil. The Yazidis are not heretical Jews or Christians. They aren't a sect of Muslims, nor are they Zoroastrians. Finally, they are not devil worshippers in any real sense. Rather, they belong to a syncretistic religion that incorporates extremely ancient beliefs and more recent influences. No religion exists in isolation or in a static and changing form. Like other religious belief systems, Yazidism has changed and grown as it encounters other, different beliefs. And thank you for watching, and don't forget subscribe my channel.